Now let's understand what is cybersecurity. So, cybersecurity is that branch of computer science which is dealing with a lot of practices, approach, and tactics to safeguard computer systems, networks, data, mobile devices, and related assets from malicious hackers. Malicious means bad hackers. Okay. Now, this cybersecurity is not a very small field, it's a very big domain, and there are a lot of fields which come under cybersecurity. If I will show you, you can just see that these are some of the common domains which come under cybersecurity umbrella. We have network security, endpoint security, application security, identity and access management. We have malware analysis. We have SIEM deployment. We have blue teaming. We have a lot of other domains in cybersecurity. Now, okay. Now see here one more major question arises too, like why are we learning cybersecurity and what is its importance in this digital age? Since you all might be knowing that these days, because of easy access of internet and easy access of smartphones, uh, everybody is having the internet and phones. Earlier very few people used to have that, but now everybody is able to access internet, mobile phones, laptops, like it is very easy. Now see, since everything is becoming digital, it is not always possible that everybody who is using technology understands how to use it properly, right? So that is why the cyber crimes are also increasing. Now let's say if there is somebody who is not much educated, who is not much aware, who do not know how this technology will be harmful or how this will be used in an efficient way, or if there is somebody who is not aware of the, like, who is not aware how the hackers are doing crime, how they are trying to hack people. You all might have heard news of where people are getting digital arrest, where they are getting digitally arrested. Even though people, like a lot of people, they are educated, they are studying in big universities, they are aware of everything, they are from computer science background, but still they are uh, getting victim, they are becoming victim of those type of traps. It is possible that everybody across the globe is not aware of the crimes happening, is not aware of the approaches the hackers are using in order to hack the systems. This is one of the main reasons why cybersecurity is important, that people are not very much aware. Now, the first point which I have stated here is to safeguard personal information. That is very true. Second point is to prevent digital break ins. We do not want unauthorized access to happen. We do not want big problems to happen. We do not want private information to be disclosed and to be available freely online. We don't want that. That's why we are learning cybersecurity. We are the protectors of this internet. So we, since we are learning cybersecurity, see, in cybersecurity we learn hacking also. But in hacking also we are not doing something which is wrong. We are doing only that thing which we are given to hack. And if we are finding something which is not good, which is something sensitive, which should not be there onto internet, we have to we don't have to misuse it, we have to report it to the organization. This is how we will be good saviors of the internet. Fine. So there are some of the points, like why do we need cybersecurity in this digital age. You all will be having your own viewpoints in mind, like why do we need cybersecurity. Even your points, your things which are there in your mind, that is also correct. Okay. Now, let us talk about actors in the cyber universe. Actors are the people who are directly or indirectly associated with the cyber security and cyberspace. We have hackers, crackers, cyber criminals, state-sponsored hackers, hacktivists, insider threats, vendors, developers, and individual users. They are some of the actors or the people who are playing some role in the cyberspace. Now, firstly, we have hackers. Hackers are the people who are hacking the systems. They are trying to get unauthorized access of the system. Now, these hackers, so this hacker is a generic term. If I will tell you about hackers, so these hackers, this is a generic term. We have hackers classified as black hat hackers. We have black hat hackers, we have white hat hackers, and we have grey hat hackers. So they are some of the categories of hackers. If a hacker is hacking the system for his own selfish needs or to cause some trouble, he is a black hat hacker. If the hacker is doing all these things for a good cause, then he is a white hat hacker. If a hacker, uh, now let's say if we have a hacker, if we have a person who is into hacking, if he is having good intentions, but because of some things which were not right, which he did, he is now a grey hat. If I will give you an example, let us say we have a website. Now onto this website, we are being told that you only have to hack login page. Now along with this login page, I have hacked some more pages. Even though my intention is not malicious, but still I have done that which is not given to me as a part of scope. Then I can be considered as a grey hat hacker. Fine. So it's a color between white and gray. Even though your intentions are good, but still because of some things which happen, you are now not completely white. You have done something black as well. Okay. Now you can just see. So we have crackers. Crackers are the black hat hackers who are doing hacking with the malicious intention. Then we have cyber criminals. We all know who are they. Now we have state sponsored actors. These are the people who are hired by the government for the sake of national security. We have hacktivists. Hacktivists are the hackers who have some political motivation of doing hacking. We have insider threats. These people belong to the organization, but now let's say because of some carelessness, they are becoming threat to the organization. Let's say if there is a person who has got some malicious pen drive, he came to the office and he inserted that pen drive in the system, which is connected to network. Now what happened? Since now let's say the pen drive was infected with malware or with some malicious software. Now what will happen? That that malicious piece of code will be spreaded throughout the network, and this is a problem. Now the second type of thing which insider threat person could do is, now let's say if there is a person who is aware of the who is aware of some of the weak points in the application or website, and that person belong to the company. Now for example, because of some personal reasons, he has disclosed the problem to some different person. Now that different person has exploited the problem and has taken out the advantage. This could be anything. So they are the insider threats, people working inside the organization who are danger to the company. Then we have vendors and developers, and we at a level we are the individual users.